Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. In the previous episode, we spent the majority of the video continuing to build our bonds with our companions. And this episode, well, there's going to be a lot of story and travel time, depending on how things go. But, while we are here, we can actually do a bunch of different experiments. I did sell off a bunch of duplicate weapons that I wasn't using anymore, and all the loot from the dungeon, in order to get all of the talismans I needed, because talismans are expensive. Now, granted, these are not going to be the last of the vessels. Trust me on that one. But we are going to want to make all of them, mainly for an achievement. So, let's get the Goblin Lord. Sorry, Goblin King. You can also use the Summon Archetype to call upon the Goblin King, who deals powerful critical strikes. Then we have the Coxcomb Vessel, a cockatrice, dark magic, and inflicts poison. The Minotaur Vessel uses multi-target strike attacks. And the Grave Lord Vessel, dark magic that can insta-kill, huh? And there are some masks we can make. The Soul Hacker's Mask, which, just like with the Samurai's Mask that requires the Sword Master and the Warrior's Mask in order to make, the Soul Hacker requires the Magic Seeker and the Seeker's Mask. Now, we still have not yet made the Seeker's Mask because, well, she came with it, but if I recall correctly, the achievement requires you make all masks and vessels from the experiments. Well, that's going to have to wait for another time. Now, we have a choice to make either the Paladin's Mask or the Dark Knight's Mask. The Paladin's Mask requires both the Mage Knight Mask and the Knight's Mask, and the Dark Knight requires the Mage Knight and the Hanged Man. So we are going to have to make an extra Mage Knight's Mask, which requires a Hierophant, but, well. I'm thinking, let's go for the Paladin. And I believe, let's see, still can't make the Pugilist, still can't make the Cleric, Gunner, or Sniper. Let's see, I can't make the Assassin, which means we can't make the Ninja. But we can make the Commander's Mask. And odds are we're going to need that for whatever tier 3 of the Commander's line is. Let's see. Can't make the Summoners. Okay. Alright, and that's it. So, let's get out of here.
Oh, you'll come again.
Let me just update the shopping list. Okay, already taking care of the dailies. Unfortunately, we can't buy any masks because it's Idol's Day and he sells ingredients on Idol's Day, so we are just going to have to work on some more bonds. And this time, it's going to be Maria. Mister will be so surprised. Alright, let's go talk. And the reason I didn't do this last episode is because we're going straight into story events and, you know, I don't know how long those will take.
Mister.
You're back. Welcome back. Are you hungry? Miss Fabienne cooked up some food. I sure I am.
Oh, yay!
We can all eat together today. It's a party.
Eat up, you two. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
There's more than enough for everyone. I was thinking maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's food to hungry people. Everyone's scared of people they don't understand or don't know. That's why they were mean to me too. So maybe if we get everyone to eat lots of good food together, they'll talk to each other and get along.
I want to help.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
Thank you. Can you serve the food?
Now hold on. Let's not be hasty about inviting those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here?
Well, take a look yourself before you start clutching your pearls. Not a single one has even taken a plate, as you can plainly see.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any. Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger. After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened, and I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here. I have a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you?
Maria's idea proved to be a huge success. A large crowd formed, and we served plenty of food.
Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts.
I'll consider it.
Oh, he's here. You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
Why?
Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you. Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or, actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with. I want everyone to know that. I'm Maria. What's your name?
It's... Apis. I couldn't even remember my own name.
Nice to meet you, Apis. So, do you think anything around here has changed? Maybe for the better?
I'm not sure, but... it does feel a little different, yeah.
Do you want to come eat with us?
I enjoyed a heartwarming meal with Maria and Apis.
Everyone looks so happy. Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again. She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
I'll help with that too.
You'll always have my support.
You'll help us serve food again, right, mister? Me and Apis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
You have a lot of friends.
It sounds like you're making plenty of friends.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. You know, all of these good things happen because of you, mister. You gave me those pictures of your journey, remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best. I like it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go.
Because you have a home now?
Is that because you have a home now?
I used to want to run away from Grand Trad so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to. I wanted Miss Fabienne to like me so much. But the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabienne. When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home. I'll wait here with Miss Fabienne, so... Can't die, okay? So please come back.
I promise.
I promise you I'll come back, Maria.
Remember, it's a promise.
I can sense Maria's profound kindness and her unwavering trust in me.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria, keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I want to be with Mr. forever.
We have unlocked the new archetype for the healer, Savior, and the Scion's Essence. You can now study the Savior in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. More skills can now be inherited by the healer's lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's Essence.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back. I still dream about going on a journey one day. To all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him. And then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
Do the two of you have a moment? Lend me a hand with the inn, will you?
Okay, coming. Let's go.
Maria's smile never faded as we helped Fabienne with tasks around the inn. Thanks to the strong bond of trust that has developed between Maria and I, the people of Sunshade Row and Grand Trad now all support me.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? 'Cause I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him?
You guys literally have a healer archetype. And they already know about your powers, so why do we need Rella? Whatever.
Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if, now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here. It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
No problem.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that. You've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Can't say right now.
I can't say right now.
Well, I guess you don't really have to.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
Understood.
Yes. Understood.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh, you do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it, you haven't won yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
We sent Rella back to Grand Trad with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too winded to notice.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head berries in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it. In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Well then, we'll be departing today, but what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us, and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline, even if we leave tomorrow. Festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight with a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Court events thus far? Yes. With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical Magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
Juice burst forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed. Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
Well, we certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
So, you can pick one person to spend time with, anybody of your choosing, and you'll get a unique weapon for that character's main class type. Stroll, you'll get something for the warrior, Hulkenberg, the knight, Nuris, I'm assuming the gunner, Heisme, the thief, Juna, the masked dancer, Yufa, the summoner, and I don't know what you would get with Gallica. Probably something for the seeker, considering she doesn't technically have a class. And just like with the other one, I'm going to go through each of them one by one and end with the one that I want to end with. Let's start with Stroll.
Yeesh.
My lord, what's in those dragon's tears? Got Heisme babbling on and crying his eyes out, then Hulkenberg and Yufa were having sword fights with my arms. Banquet has been memorable. Right, now seems as good a time as any to go make our wishes at the Dragon God statue.
Alright.
You make your wish? Considered a few, but settled on wishing for our victory over Luis. Felt important enough. We'll have no second chance after all. If you really think about it, you realize how with each passing moment, any number of people out there in this country are making their own wishes for the future. And all those wishes, they're our responsibility too. I find that somewhat terrifying. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Huh?
You too, huh? You know, sometimes I have this dream. Well, more of a nightmare. Luis gets the best of us, and we die. Ridiculous, isn't it? To be brought so low by a dream. Especially when all I've got to do is make sure it never comes true.
So?
What about you? Did you wish for something? For everyone's safety. Your wishes. They seem to come true. I've felt that way since all the way back at the fort. Regardless, I have faith in you, that is, Wilhelm.
Hey!
Hey, did you two make your wishes? What'd you wish for? You're not supposed to tell anyone, you know.
For real?
Well, that's unfair. I bet you told Wilhelm. Oh, I see. Something not fit for a lady's ears, was it?
Huh?
Oh, come off it. If that's the impression I've given you, you're sorely mistaken. Tell her she's wrong, Wilhelm. Never mind that. Did you two notice? The Barzels have been staring daggers at us since earlier. Seems like as good an opportunity as any. Might be time to go sweet-talk them, As easy as that. She's so aware of her surroundings at all times. Suppose that's how she managed to sneak into Luis's good graces. Isn't she just flirting?
What?
I thought she was just going over there to flirt.
What the?
Are you daft? She's obviously going over there to see what they know. Hard to tell what the Magnus brothers are thinking, but let's pray they don't catch on.
Right.
Oh, right. I found something interesting on the island. Fairly decent greatsword washed up right on the shore. Not sure if you'll find it useful, but I think it's best in your hands. You sure? You sure you want to give it to me? Of course. Cleaned up rather nicely with a little elbow grease. I left it on the runner, so if you want, yeah, let's go have a look. Stroll gave me the gift and we returned to the others. Rebel's Greatsword.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
Oh boy. They know. Question is, will they do anything? So tonight's our last night on the island.
So?
Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure we're plenty rested. And we will, but first things first, we're gonna load back in, and I'm gonna show you all the other ones. Actually, let's take a look at the sword first. Rebel's Greatsword. Nice boost. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. Not bad. Alright, now I'm going to load in, and I'll see you guys when we have to make our choice for the next person. Alright, next up, Hulkenberg. Feasts are truly the most joyous occasion, are they not? And the food, a most wondrous parade of new delights, one after the other. Especially that dragon's tear, was it? The moment it graced my tongue, I was floating on a cloud, ascending towards the heavens. I most generously attempted to force Stroll to experience it, and he had the gall to say, "Get away from me, you lush." Never thought him so modest. Perhaps I've assumed too much about him. You sure you have that right?
Hold on.
Am I wrong? Ha, perhaps it wasn't Stroll.
No.
A moment. Did I truly... Preposterous. My dishonorable conduct witnessed by others? Forget all you saw. Banish the memory from your mind. This is an order from a representative of the royal court. Wait under the pillar of fire. I need but a moment. I shall splash some water on my face and will be there imminently. And you saw nothing this night. Sure. From what I understand, we're to write our wishes on a piece of paper and cast it into the fire. Have you decided what you will ask for? I haven't decided yet.
Listen. I see.
We are the same, then.
The truth is...
Truth be told, at first I was at a loss to what I should wish for, but then I saw your face and I realized. Perhaps I knew all along that this is what I wanted. Your decision has been made, let us write it down and cast it upon the flames.
All right.
That's all we're to do. With this, the Dragon God should give our desires an audience, or so they say.
Hail!
Hey, Wilhelm, care to offer a guest what I wish for? More food?
Sure.
Of course, you wish for a mountain of delicious food.
What?
Is your opinion of me so low? Well, I suppose it's not as accurate to say that I couldn't refuse a divine cornucopia. First, I considered wishing solely for His Highness's safety, but I thought that it would be more appropriate to ask for more.
I'd say...
I wish not only for the prince's safety, but for you and all of our comrades. What I wished for is victory. Perhaps I ask too much, but I think being in your company long enough has taught me that we must dream recklessly, I thought myself a mere knight protecting the prince, yet now I find myself under your aegis instead. To return that protection tenfold gives me new strength every day. That is... Hold a moment, Wilhelm. A most fortuitous find, an exceptional piece of driftwood, balanced most perfectly for swinging in an arc.
Fret not.
I will carve it into a fine weapon. I believe it will prove to be most useful. It seems strong. It looks strong. Hearing that ensured, the effort will be well worth it. I shall bear you in mind as I craft it like a smith of bespoke blades.
Let us go.
Now then, shall we return to the runner? I have an axe there that is ideally suited for this task. Return to where everyone else had gathered, and Hulkenberg presented me with the gift she crafted. The Driftwood Lance. Okay. Alright, skip over the dialogue, and then...
So?
Let's check out that lance. Let's see, Driftwood Lance. Not much of a boost compared to the Lightning Glaive or the Tridal Tident. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. Okay. Alright, let's load back in, and then I'll see you guys for our next character. Alright, next up, we're spending time with Nurus. Fine vista, this. Makes me regret leaving my paints and canvases back in the runner. I mean, the runner's right there. Bright red flames reaching up into a starry sky. All rather picturesque, isn't it? I've got to burn this into my memory. You must really like drawing. I'd say it's more that it helps me find inspiration. Drawing fish in the sea, birds on the wing, you learn to perceive more in or about the world around you. If you need an example, look no further than the amphibious gauntlet runner. Boggles the mind, eh? I had the design all completed in my mind, but I never thought I'd see the day where I'd actually cross the sea. Although if we're going down that road, I used to think I'd never see that runner put to proper use in the first place.
Thanks.
So, Wilhelm, let me thank you. It's all thanks to you that one of my dreams came true. Likewise.
Listen.
You really helped me out. Well, I dare say this is as good a time as any to make our wishes in that bonfire. My dreams won't end with gauntlet runners alone. Why, if anything, the real quest starts now. No harm in asking God for help, what? Come now, off we go.
Aha!
Oh, looks rather impressive. Just have to write our wish on a piece of paper and throw it in, then. Second thought, I think I'll have to change my wish. You're bound to wish for the good of the country as something for the sake of your friends, I'd bet. And there's me next to you with only a selfishness in mind. I don't mind. I don't really mind, though.
Come now.
Well, if you're going to be gracious about it, that makes the whole bally thing worse. Hold on, the island has never said you had to narrow down your wish to one thing, eh? And my wish to fly in the skies will stay as is. I'll just add an extra pair for everyone's safety on top. Yes, I dare say that's a worthy compromise.
Hey.
Yes, I've just had a thought. This pillar of fire. Suppose I used magic to generate something similar, then use the updraft for vertical lift. What do you think? Yes, I can test the principles with the runner's controls, but the problem is its staying power. Seems worth experimenting with later.
Speaking of...
I've just remembered there's something I wanted to give you. You see, one of my ideas to make a gauntlet runner fly was to launch it using a massive sort of custom-designed ballista. Except no matter how I calculated it, the runner intended to come apart mid-flight. So that was a wash. However, even if the prototype model wasn't good as a ballista, it turned out to be a rather fine crossbow. No use to me, so you may as well have it. Thanks.
Quite.
Yes, turned out quite nicely if I do say so myself. Failure's not all bad, eh? Leads you to little surprises like this. Whenever you challenge yourself, you'll always get something meaningful or valuable out of it. That might even be more important than success, but more indulgently, it is in failure that we find the true charms of life.
Now then.
Let's go get you some of life's true charms. After I receive the gift from Nurse, we return to the others. Proto-Bow Beta.
So?
Alright.
What now?
Let's check out this bow. I am going to have to change someone over to the gunner, though. But that's fine.
Reel and run, but my shots will fly true.
Alright, bow made using knowledge gained from Nurse's flight experiments. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. Not bad. But unfortunately, we won't be keeping it. Next up, Heismay. The gentle rhythm of the waves produces a most soothing sound. A far cry from the noise and pomp of the feast. My apologies, my nose has been running since earlier for whatever reason. I just feel unusually sore as well. After we partook in that dish, what was it? The dragon's tear? My memories become quite hazy from that point. Do you only recall what happened next? You cried.
Well, sure.
You poured your heart out through your tears.
I see.
Hey, I thought as much. Appears as though I've embarrassed myself in front of you. I kinda didn't deny I enjoy a good drink more than most. I made a habit of carrying a bottle with me. Consequently, I did not think it possible for me to lose myself in a single serving. Maybe safe to assume that the fruit was what inspired our minds to become so liberated. Alcohol doesn't hold a candle to it. I must politely refuse any further helpings, but I wouldn't say no to sitting down with you for a drink at some point. Of course, only once you had a few more years behind you, and are capable of appreciating a fine drink's flavor. So, that is the famed Pillar of Fire. As I understand it, if we're to make our wish a reality, all we need to do is write them down on paper and cast them into the blaze. Not the type to beg for the gods' favor, but it would be rude to disrespect our host's beliefs, so I'll partake in the ritual. That should be it. Next, we are to offer a prayer to the dragon god. Surely we are not offering prayers to that human we subdued, are we? Once is fine, but let's not make a habit of showering devotion upon our foes, yes? It's not quite it.
No.
I don't think that's quite accurate. Right? The prayers are offered to the original dragon god. I wonder if this island's deity would extend its protections to us as well. Upon further thought, perhaps we shouldn't address our wishes to the dragon god, whom we have only the most tenuous of connections with. Our wishes should belong to us alone. I already know of a prayer that is always at our side and provides us with strength. Yes, we should offer our wishes to our archetypes. Perhaps I am just intoxicated by the merging of sea and flame, but I feel as though my soul has been laid bare and the blemishes upon it have been corrected. The true benefit of these festivals is the introspection they inspire in their quiet moments, I think. Oh, I had almost forgotten, but I have a gift for you. I polished an old sword of mine. I believe you may be able to make masterful use of it now. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Haisme. I found purpose in serving as your blade, but there may be a time when I am unable to assist you. In those moments, I hope my sword may offer you protection in my stead. Not an overly sentimental idea, is it? Perhaps the influence of the dragon's tear yet clouds my mind. After receiving Haisme's gift, we return to the others. Silence.
So?
Alright.
What now?
Let's check out Haisme's new weapon, Silence. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. A nice boost for his attack. But again, we are not going to be keeping it. Next up, Juna.
Great!
Two people walking side by side, enveloped by the sound of waves as the sun-kissed horizon disappears into the darkness of a starry sky stretched overhead. I wonder what the others would think if they saw us like this. That we had something special. They would think we had something special between us.
Wow!
Oh, well, aren't you daring? You wouldn't want me to see you in a whole new light, would you? I do wonder, though, what's going to happen when you find that special someone? I suppose I stand as much a chance as any other, no? But shall we head to the fire? I wouldn't want the others to worry if we're not back before dark. Wow, I can sense the magma flowing through the flames. I'm not really one to beg a deity for anything, but given the situation we're in, anything's worth a try. Yeah, you don't seem religious. Hard to imagine you praying for help. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against prayer, I just prefer to take action myself before leaving it in God's hands. Not to say I think I'm some kind of superwoman that I can bend fate to work out exactly as I want it to. Being Rella's little sister, becoming a songstress, helping the prince, meeting you, and standing here now. You can't chalk all that up to sheer force of will. There's got to be a grander power that's guiding me along no matter how gently.
Got it?
So let's get to it, shall we? We're going to pray to the Dragon God for our efforts to bear fruit?
And?
Wait, why is the paper so puny? You don't expect me to fit my every wish in such a small space, do you? It's late, isn't it? But hey, can I perhaps stay with you a little longer? There's something I want to give you, Wilhelm.
Well?
It's nothing so special. I just wanted you to know I appreciate that you're always doing your best. Picked out something I thought would suit you. Thank you.
Sure.
That's really nice of you. If you keep up this pace, who knows? Maybe one day you'll be a man strong enough to be worthy of me. Don't keep me waiting.
Bye.
There. Now we can head back. Juna gave me a gift, and we returned to the group. Stylish fan.
So?
Alright, let's check this out. Gotta change it back over to the Master Dancer.
I've got just the dance for you.
And based on that...
You might say it's to die for.
Yeah, the stylish fan is not much of a boost. A fan given by Juna, dancing with this fan shows that you're a fashion-forward style icon. And of course, small MP recovery every turn in battle. But unfortunately, the fans that we bought elsewhere are, more powerful. Now, we're gonna spend some time with Gallica.
It's so pretty.
How the fire reflects off the ocean. Not even God could refuse granting a wish made in a scene like this. Hey, what do you think God is? Sanctism and this village's religion both have a God, right? They all believe God protects them and makes them happy. But is it actually possible for everyone in the world to be happy? If someone's not happy, what is their God doing? I don't know. The world is just full of mysteries we'll never know the answer to, huh? I just want there to be less unhappiness in the world. I suppose it's pretty hard to quantify, really.
Well then.
Anyway, back to reality. Shall we go make our wishes? Nothing to lose from trying, right?
Yeah!
There we go. If you don't grab my wish, you'll regret it, you hear? I think adding that gives it a better chance. You're not exactly scary. I'm not sure God would be very scared of you.
Oh, come
Hey,
on.
just because I'm a tiny little fairy doesn't mean I can't be scary. I wish for all the world's anxiety to be replaced with hope. Why not dream big, right? When we don't know what lies ahead, that's when we're the most anxious, right? That's pretty much true of most of our lives.
You see,
All the more reason to enjoy life for what it is and hope for the best. You've got to expect to be anxious about stuff. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Right.
Got a pretty good perspective on it. I'm just saying, if we can wake up the prince, I think that would give people hope. Considering how far you've come, I think you're going to see it through. Have you really thought about that? How far you've come? I mean, you've grown so much since you got pushed off a cliff in the desert. I should know. I've been there the whole time. So, what did you wish for, Wilhelm? For everyone's safety.
Right.
I'm sure that when you make a wish, God listens.
thank you.
Phew, I've had a great time at this festival. Thanks for that. I'd like to give you something. Not as thanks or anything. I found it on the beach the other day. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Take care of it, will you? Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Gallica. It's a weapon. A weapon, okay? Getting it back to the runner was a nightmare, so you better equip it. After Gallica gave me the gift, we returned to the others, and yep, no. A whalebone? Yeah, that makes sense. Gallica represents the mage.
So?
Alright, well, let's check it out. Whalebone rod's an
show you the
improvement
essence of
over
truth.
anything we got. Alright, a staff given by Gallica, crafted from the bones of a whale that was large enough to swallow an island. Small MP recovery. Not bad. But in case I didn't make it obvious, we're not keeping it.
Have you decided on someone?
Yes, we're going with Yufa. Sea looks different today. Perhaps it is because I am with you. Oh, I'm sorry, I've forgotten something very important.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but all is well now. Shall we go? What's the mask for?
Hold on.
Why the mask all of a sudden?
Truth.
There is peril in gazing upon a smile such as mine, so by donning this mask, I am protecting you. You see, Juno warned me that my smile was enough to knock everyone out.
That was a great help.
Thank goodness she did, as my carelessness just now might have killed you. I'm glad I remembered her words before letting myself grin. She didn't mean people would die. She didn't mean that people would actually die. What? Did I misunderstand? I thought surely she must meant I was capable of a one-shot kill with a mere smile. I suppose not. I am glad to have learned I'm not, in truth. And I have you to thank for it. Now I'll remove this mask because it is rather stuffy. Were you able to make your wish? Me too. I wish with all my might that we may receive the Dragon God's blessing as we set out to sea anew. It is largely symbolic now, but the festival actually started out as a ritual. On the eve of the fishing season's arrival, as the first vessel shoved off, we would set a dragon statue alight.
It's all right.
Flames and smoke became a beacon, guiding our fishers in the darkness, as the Dragon God's protection would, too. That was the idea. Now we only do it for special occasions, or do it for special departures. I've enjoyed it.
Right.
I've really enjoyed this festival.
I'm quite grateful.
I'm pleased to hear it. What did you wish for? Mine was for everyone. My wish was for the safety of everyone. You are amazing.
Oh, you.
The first time I met you, I felt there was something special, truly deeply special about you. And now I know I wasn't mistaken. What do you mean? I mean just what I said.
I'm indebted to you now.
It's so wonderful to have the time to talk with you like this. Thank you very much for inviting me out. Actually, I have a gift for you. If I bring it to the inn, would you do me the honor of receiving it? It's a little keepsake from when I used to dance at festivals. I think it will serve you well on your journey. Thank you. Thanks for thinking of me. Oh, it's not so much about the thing itself. I just wanted to give you something. After you gave me the gift, we returned to the others. Dancing Crozier. Alrighty then, that's everyone. And yeah, gonna be keeping the one for Yufa, because honestly, she really needs it. Huh, didn't even realize I had the Ascetics Crozier. When did I get that? Oh well, doesn't matter. Dancing Crozier is better. A Crozier given by Yufa. Integral to Mistari traditions, it is only entrusted to those deemed worthy. Well, it's a nice boost in attack, and as we know, attack does also affect magical attacks, and gives small MP recovery every turn. I feel like she's going to need that. Alright, let's talk to everyone, and then we'll go to bed. When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Altabury with hope in our hearts. But the waves rock us then. We will prepare ourselves for the trials to come. Hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
Well,
I just hope we can get out of here without being attacked.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, Wilhelm, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother and will miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
Cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. The trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Of course, she's thinking about food. Should I call it a night? Yep. Not much else to it. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I must say, I'm sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven, and Martira. New World of Cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you've said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
Hold on.
Do I need to buy anything before heading out?
Okay then.
When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, this is your last chance for buying up anything for a while. Came to see the King's Rock. So apparently, yeah, more qualified, or has changed since we last saw it. That's fine, I'm just here for the Magla. Gotta build that back up. I don't think there's really anything else to it. I don't need any talismans right now.
Where to?
And yeah, no, we can't teleport right now. Well, may as well talk to a Denny before we leave.
Hello there.
Did you enjoy yourself yesterday? The village has not had a banquet in some time, so we truly tried to make it special. I can hardly remember the last time I heard such raucous laughter across the land. What you've done for us is truly priceless. In Etria, we shall no longer be an island that rejects all outside influence. Instead, we will welcome travelers regardless of tribe, and see them off warmly. That is my vision for the island. I hope you'll come back soon and see how we're doing. You'll always be welcome. Oh, and please, take care of Yufa. Of course.
That's the way.
Alright. I think it's about time we get going. Don't don't think there's really anything we need to buy right now. Did I remember to buy fruit cordial from you? Yep.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Alright, time to get going.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Backlin was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Alright, let's get going. And it looks like their weather there is snow. Here's Altaberry Heights. It's quite a ways. I think we'll make it in time. Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow, so the whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only have to endure 1 day of being rocked sick. Heh, now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let us make haste. Full speed ahead to Altaberry, capital of Montario. Take care you don't tumble overboard now.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
2 more days until we reach Altaberry, I think. Well, at least on this journey we don't have to worry about that sea monster anymore. Yes, anyways, take care of the usual dailies. And then, it's time to read a new book.
What's this? Well then.
Because as it is with every party member who joins us, once we start traveling, we get a new book. Alrighty then. Whoop, nope, not that one. No, we want to read How to Walk Outside the Island. This appears to be a Mustari-authored travelogue and guide of lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. I have yet to start reading it. Mustari's Guide to Life Outside the Island. Must be tough for them. Well, let's read the book. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mustari author's first-hand experience. It contains a practical guide for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mustari people face living outside the island. Yufa must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Yufa are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increased my tolerance.
All right.
6 whole points to tolerance. And if this guide is to be believed, once we finish the book, we should reach rank 5 tolerance. Hopefully.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altaberry. Well, given its inclement weather is snow, yeah, probably. 3-meter moth. And now, back to the lounge.
Let's head there right away.
Let's see. First-time experience. The section on Grand Trad contains a list of recommended shops to visit. The words "must go" are written in small letters next to some, presumably by Yufa. However, the author does advise against praying at restaurants in Grand Trad. Doing so will greatly increase the chance of being kicked out, apparently. Looking at totally foreign culture, yeah, jumping right into it.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altaberry remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high. Yeah, maybe we don't talk about that while the Magnus brothers are aboard. There are some tall mountains on the horizon.
So?
Let's make sure all our preparations are complete by tomorrow night. Yeah, not a whole lot of preparing we can do. Anyways, take care of the dailies, and then we'll read that last book, or that book one last time.
Got it.
Because if all goes well, we won't need any more tolerance. That being said, there is still a benefit to occasionally doing some events that gain you royal virtue points that you've already maxed out. Or points for royal virtues that you have already maxed out. Alright. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mustari author's first-hand experience. A section detailing the small cute animals that exist outside the island is particularly worn. Yufa must have returned to this section often. But it goes on to depict some methods mainlanders used to keep and raise animals for food. You can feel the authors and Yufa's shock through the pages. Living in a totally foreign culture, yeah, jumping right into it.
Now then.
Ooh, And we gain Tolerance 5, Savior, before we even get that other bonus.
Tolerance. Why, that's...
So we get to see what happens when we gain beyond the maximum. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world is deepened.
All right.
The tolerance I've honed will become my strength. Yes, you gain some points if you go beyond the maximum. Not a whole magma. You don't gain a lot, but hey, it's something. Oh, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Whoa, absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off of that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying and exhilarating, I imagine. Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into this distance. Damned boar-faced Sanctus Scullions!
What?
Yeah! Oi, what's going into you? Why, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit, but if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn! Yeah, I feel you. I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yes.
I'm with you there. How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intend to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and Oh, this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge and being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream was somehow brought in, or somehow has somehow brought in my wisdom.
All right.
Oh, well, we do also need to start working on the other royal virtues.
As for me...
We are going to need to get all of them maxed out, not just for an achievement, but also because we're going to need them for some of our followers. Oh, then I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and... it's rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. Keep Nurse's picture as a souvenir of our journey.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
We should arrive in town by this time tomorrow. We've only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to go run around and collect a bunch of gold beetles. A lot of people here willing to provide some imagination. Yeah, may as well talk to these two. At this pace, we'll reach Altabury sometime tomorrow. Got the lance in the end, so I'll not deny you got the skills for this. I'll still be watching you until it's in Count Luis's hands.
Hey.
My chills are creeping in. Suppose that means we're closing in on Altabury. Once the last is in Lord Luis's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? These days really flew by.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's head there right away.
Alright, to the lounge to do, well, what else but reading. And this time, no. This time we're going to read Pride and Persuasion.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
'Tis only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saints' Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it.
All right, then.
Tonight, we'll deliver the lance to Luis. This will be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. Oh, you have no idea. Can't blame me for feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming. Yeah. Alright, usual dailies, and then, well, reading, because there's not a whole lot else to do.
What's this?
I mean, there is, but nothing I could really make use of.
Got it.
Alright, and this time we are actually going to be reading The Future of Magic.
All right.
Inching ever closer to rank 5 Wisdom.
Nura speaking.
This is Nurse. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Oof, poor bastards.
Just look at it.
Whoa, these bridges are huge. It's an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places which people may live. Now that makes sense. If these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. This land is tragic. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. Brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. I feel as though my wisdom has deepened after considering those who found their eternal rest here.
All right.
Well, at least we got something out of this.
Hey.
Something wrong, Nurse. Your face has gone blue. There's a shadow behind you.
That.
Behind you, Nurse. I just saw... Ah, do refrain from doing that again. Things of this manner are not my forte. Why, Nurse, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're more of a gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off and drew this with that in mind. Murky graveyard drawing. I'll take this with me so that I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Yeesh, -5 degrees Celsius.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
We decide to present Luis with Dracodius, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Charadrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphausia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Charadrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Luis, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
Hey, Juna, maybe don't say stuff like that, even if you're doing it quietly. Never know who's listening.
It seems the land's past muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa? Are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. But now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of...
If it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. 'Tis called the Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Diafranco Street, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's so cold. At least Hulkenberger's in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though? And we will, but next time, because we are out of time for this episode, and I've got a fair bit of editing to do for this. But anyways, with that, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.